Welcome one and welcome all to the new Lady T's Let's Talk podcast. Yeah, and your girl is back. As of this June 1st, 2022, I've been on a long hiatus, y'all. But I'm back and I'm ready to work, and I salute you guys with more interesting topics and bombshell subjects. So without any further ado, I'm going to dive into this discussion. Well, as many of you guys may have already known, and I'm a tad bit late with this info, but you know me, I'm going to speak on just about anything and everything. But that's what we do here on my platform, so yeah. Let the truth be told. Snoop Dogg, Snoop Doggy Dogg, that's his motherfucking name, has purchased every ounce of Death Row Records. When I say every ounce, I mean every nook and cranny of the infamous record company that was once owned by Suge Knight. Well, the chickens has come to roost, and my man Snoop Dogg is now the official owner of Death Row Records. Well, while watching him speak about his purchase and what it took to claim the infamous record label, I watched him on YouTube channel. Now, I want to give a shout out real quick to this YouTube channel that I watch all the time, and I really love it. And I want to give a shout out to the Revolt channel, Drink Champs, with my boy Nori. It's a very energetic show, fun-filled, with lots of laughter. Yeah, so if you guys looking for a very energetic and lively show to watch, full of energy and live conversations, Drink Champs, y'all. Hip-hop at its finest. Now, so Snoop Dogg spoke on his purchase of the label, and he appears to be in very good, in a very good place with it, and he has a very positive, outcomes that he's looking forward to, and he has very good plans for the record label, and he expects to do with Death Row Records a lot of good, positive things as far as other artists are concerned. So you may want to catch that, YouTube episode on Revolt, Drink Champs, where he's talking about it. And I will link that video down below. So yeah, check that out. Now, the Lady T's Let's Talk podcast here, we're so very excited for him. And I believe he's going to make Death Row bigger and better. And kudos to Snoop Dogg. Now, Snoop is all over the hemisphere. I mean, I don't think there's anywhere that he can go on this green planet where no one even knows who he is. So now, ever since that first video of Gin and Juice came across my screen, hell, Snoop made me want to bust out my Chuck Taylors and wear a damn afro. I mean, that shit looks so freaking gangster. Snoop brought to the West Coast, at least for me, that was so amazing. I felt like I was so gangster and I looked so amazing, and oh my God, riding in the hood on on your Lolo bike. Hey, so now Snoop brought to the hood right to us in our living room, in our bedroom, or our backyard, wherever you were watching Gin and Juice video. That's what's up. Now, like I said, I'm so very happy for Snoop. Snoop is a very cool, very laid back, intelligent guy. Just a all-around businessman. He's very business savvy, and he always remains the same. Nothing fake, phony, or artificial about him. And he keep the shit 100 in a G always. It's always to me, in my eyes, when I think of the West Coast, because I'm from the West Coast, the first thing come to my mind is Snoop. Even though we have other great artists from West Coast, um, but Snoop and Dre, that's the first thing come to my mind. I'm West Coast until the day I die. I've been thinking to myself, you know, um, when I saw Snoop on uh, television when he received his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, his speech caught my attention, and he spoke about it on Drink Champs that he had to thank himself. And I thought that was so commendable of him, because that's something that we don't do all the time. At least me myself. I never stopped to thank myself, because we all go through stuff. We go through our trials and our tribulations, and we got things in our life that, that has impacted us. And, we done went through all the bullshit. But do you ever stop and pause for a minute and thank yourself? So at this moment, I'm going to take a pause, and I want everyone who's listening to my platform right now, stop and take a moment and thank yourself. Watching Snoop stand up at that podium and give that speech, when he was presented with the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, it was very inspirational, especially for me. I come from the streets of South Central LA, and I remember catching the 210 bus down Crenshaw Boulevard and getting off of Hollywood Boulevard and walking and, staring down at the stars on the sidewalk and reading the names, all the famous names, all the actors and actresses. And that was, some amazing shit, because even though at that moment I knew I would never be able to meet any of those people inside those stars, just being able to stand there and place my feet next to the stars made me feel like a star. And that's some exciting, remarkable stuff. So I can only imagine, how exciting that was, to be able to stand up there and you're being presented with your name on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So congratulations to Snoop on that. And like I said, I thank myself for just being able to move and wake up. And I thank the Lord above first for waking me up. But I thank myself for getting up and be able to have that energy and, try to press on each day. So, thank you, Snoop, for giving us those West Coast hits after hit after hit. And, I'm glad to see that you still standing strong. And I'm here. We're all here, and we stand behind you 100%. I'm glad I can be able to get up and churn out these vocals in my voice on this podcast, because I enjoy doing it. It's something that I enjoy doing, and it's very inspirational to me, being able to do so. So thank you. And I thank me for never giving up. Excuse me. I thank me for never giving up on motherhood and always being able to be there for my children. And I thank me for being an amazing woman and never giving into the sins of the world and always keeping God first. And I thank me for staying focused and having and helping and motivating others and being positive and inspirational to whoever crossed my path. So I thank myself for that. So while I'm on the subject of being an inspiration and motivation to others, I want to share with you all a proverb which I heard in I do my research. This. I listen to WTLC 106.7 here in Indianapolis, which is the home of Ricky Smiley and the D-Hill Hughley show, faithfully. And I want to give a shout out to the morning show. And Caravan comes on from 10 to 2 every day. And she has a saying which caught my attention. It caught my interest. Matter of fact, at the end of her show, she has a way of saying, each one, reach one, reach one, teach one. Now, I never heard that before, but when she started saying, I'm like, what does that mean? Well, I found something and I want to share it with you guys. And I found teach one, reach one, each one, teach one until all are taught. This originated from an African proverb. It originated in the U.S. during the slavery era when Africans were denied education. So the theory behind this amazing proverb, when someone learned to read and write, it became that responsibility of that person to teach someone else. The concept of that was to speak knowledge for the betterment of your community. Great minds and powerful motivators. And I thought that was some powerful shit. So every day after Caravan ends her show, she gives that proverb. And I thank her for that because, it's teaching me that when I do my show, and that's why ever since I've started my show, and I want to thank myself for being able to start my show. It's been about a little over a year now, so kudos to me, and I want to pat myself on the back for that. I try to implement in each and every show some type of education about whatever it is that I'm speaking on, because everyone, may not know certain things. So, I just feel as if it's my responsibility as a Black woman to help motivate my community, keep everyone informed and keep everyone engaged on certain things that's going on in our society, in our community. And that's why I just do what I do. And I love doing it because I feel so motivated, and I'm glad that it's gearing me into that direction to help people in my community and speak on issues, because this is therapeutic for me. Everyone go through things, but this podcast is very therapeutic for me. And I encourage anyone, if you want to help yourself, and you feel like maybe doing a podcast is for you and it's something that you always wanted to do, I encourage anyone to do it, because it took me a long time to figure out if that's what I wanted to do, because I was sort of intimidated and scared to doing it. But I just said, what the hell, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dive into it. And I've been doing it now for a little over a year. I know I've been off for some time now, but like I said, I'm coming back with more powerful topics and things to help motivate and educate my community. So I'm gonna go back to the podcast. I just wanted to take the time out and say that. So extraordinary thinkers. So to revert back to thank you, Snoop. You are an extraordinary thinker, a great educator, and a powerful motivator. And I'm saying that to say this. It's all about reaching someone and learning from one another. It's like a domino effect. Snoop learned from someone, and in return, he was able to motivate and educate others and make powerful business moves. And, to me personally, I don't have any problem with educating myself with his blueprint. So I want to thank him, and I'm thanking myself. And I want to thank everyone else who take the time to tune in to my podcast. And until we meet again, teach one, reach one, each one teach one until all are taught. Lady T's, let's talk, y'all. Be good to yourself, love one another, and until next time, ciao.